There it is.
Uh-huh.
There it is. They got Seth Salutes lyrics today.
Ooh, salute.
Seth King. The world's in a shambles, so just listen to the ramble. Jerry Rocha and Eddie Pence, they aren't very dense. Words they don't like to mince. They've got a sixth sense. Their voices are very juicy, just like He-Man's mother's pussy. We're like the skeleton crew, stealing all the loot. Yeah, we're the rambling crew. Now give the Seth salute. Games we like to play, Mario, Zelda, and Silver Surfer. If you don't listen to the ramble, you're a scruffy looking nerf herder. Goonies. Never say die. So, wait, fuck.
No,
So eat
yeah.
these. Look, I love the Seth one, but fuck it, it's that final verse. It gets me. I have
Gets
to
us every
read
time.
that. Goonies never say die, so eat that hair pie. McDonald's, Burger King, and Five Guys. Eating those will give you thick thighs. The ramble is my jam. I'm off
Do you have to
eat
go
some
faster
cocaine.
with it, almost like a Billy Joel, we didn't start the fire?
I might have to do that.
You might have to just...
It's time to make it just. Yeah, I might have to just. Yeah, the world's a
Like
shambles.
it's the end of the world as we know it.
They're very dense. Yeah, words don't like the mints. They got 6 cents. Yeah, I could do that. I'm gonna try that next time Seth's run is up. I might try that when he's on. Welcome to the Ramble Podcast, the Geek's Guide to Pop Culture. That's what we are. We're the geeks. I'm a comedian, a cancer fighter, cougher, video game player, poon hound.
Poon hound? Are you a poon hound? Are you still a poon hound?
No, but
No.
there was a time. Right over there we have
Comedian, podcaster, not a poon hound either. So
Eddie Pence. Look at that.
yeah, Eddie Pence.
And this is
Not
our
really a poon
podcast.
hound.
This is us. This is us. We are going to geek out over some shit. We're going to talk about some shit. Look, I've been told that the Tom Bissell Final 3 Andors are so good.
Okay.
We need to wait as long as we can till we've seen them all. And
To talk about them.
Yes.
Have you watched them yet?
I'm doing it the minute this ends.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna try to see how many I can get through tonight before I have to go to bed.
So if we can't get to it Friday, fuck it Tuesday. We won't, we won't even mention it. We won't mention one episode. We'll do it all. Apparently I don't have this on any authority, but can I tell you how I think it should end?
Yeah, lay it on
Because
us.
it goes right into Rogue One, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Everyone's alive,
Okay.
and then Luthen says, "We've got bad news." And they're like, "What?" "The Empire's cooking up something." And everyone's like, and then the door slowly opens up,
Yeah.
and then out walks Dex. "Did somebody say cook?" And then with that not,
That's how it
bring
ends.
it home.
That
not
takes us
bring
right
it
into
home.
Rogue One.
Would that not be how
I
you
like
would have
it.
done it?
Or maybe they're
Yeah.
on Jeddah. They're on
Yes.
Jeddah, and
Yeah.
we're with Saul's gang, Saul
Yeah.
Guerrero's gang, and they've hit a rough patch.
Yeah.
They're out there in the desert of Jeddah. There's nothing to eat, and Dex is there. He's the house cook for Saul's gang, and maybe that's how Saul loses the leg. Maybe Dex like, hey, let's cook up the leg, serve it around.
We need to eat. He talks him into it.
He talks crazy ass Saul Guerrero into giving up his leg.
Having a cock coming out of Uranus is not sane. That might be. Having an anal cock is not sane.
He's got 2 cocks.
We must do this.
Ooh, anal cock.
Just sniffing. Either way, I'm in. Either way.
Either way.
But we are gonna. So Friday's Ramble Radio will either be an all and or all.
What if it's just 3 episodes focusing on that white Boston Celtic fan rookie, Wookie?
Then
from Saul's gang. It's
they
just-
owe us some money. If that's it, they owe us some fucking
Tom
money.
Bissell just wrote the whole 3 episodes about that thing.
They owe us money, or Tom's a psychic and we have a connection. It's one of the two. It's what else is it? Now, this is not a geek out. This is not. Before we get into geeking out, Eddie,
Yeah.
I am. So, I went to my local GameStop today. Right?
Okay.
Get some poon. Try to get some poon. You know how it is.
Poon hound you are. You're a poon
You know
hound.
how it is. Go to the GameStop. See if that's like. Remember that when I was single, like 20 years ago, my late 20s, that was my ultimate dream would be to walk into like EB Games or Babbage's and have some hot 25-year-old who knew everything about video games, some chick working there. Right? And it never happened. Spoiler alert.
Never happened? Shocking. That never happened.
But that was the goal, right? That was the dream. You know what it should have been? You know what it should have been?
What?
Hot 40-something running a Toys R Us. I was completely...
Yeah.
Didn't have my head in the game.
Nope.
Just start banging.
You were distracted.
Banging some 40-something who ran a Toys R Us.
That's where the money was.
Imagine the shit you'd have.
Well, that's where the money was.
That's a real sugar.
I mean,
mama.
she'd be 60 now, and Toys R Us is closed, so you would have had to move on.
It'd be over. No, you have to move on. You'd have to.
She'd be 60 and no longer at Toys R Us. So what would be the point?
It'd be hard. Then now it'd just be some 65-year-old working at the little Toys R Us kiosk they have at Macy's. That's it.
Yeah,
that'd be it. That'd be
or start boinking one of those guys at the Frankenstein booth.
I might do that. Little sugar daddy there. Show him some love. Get those toys. Fuck yeah. That might be worth it. So I'm at GameStop, dude, Eddie.
Yeah.
And I just want to ask what would make you do this?
Okay.
What would make you do this? If anything.
Okay. What would make me do what?
There are 5 guys camped outside GameStop. They got the lawn chairs, they have food, they have water, supplies. And I asked the manager of GameStop, I'm like, Pokemon? I had a feeling. Pokemon?
Right.
He goes, yeah. And I'm like, tonight, tomorrow? And he goes, Friday. This is Tuesday at like 1:30 in the afternoon. And there's already like 7 or 8 dudes by the time I left lined up.
Now, can I ask about the Pokemon thing?
Yes,
now,
go ahead.
Did they already have them reserved and could pick them up, or is this just a first come first serve?
First come first serve, I believe, and it's a set that costs $100 per pop. And now you're very good chance you could get a card worth like $300. I think the big one in this set came out in January, might be $800, close to $1,000. But that's just work 4 days at your fucking job.
What do you think you could turn around and sell those for us like in 6 months on eBay? You think they're going to go up? They're going to appreciate?
I don't know if Pokemon cook or if they're just, this thing is because they're so valuable right off the bat, right? Like,
right.
But then of course, that fucking one of those Charizards from like the 90s is like fucking, $50,000 or some shit, but would you? I can't just because of my stomach shit. I would bring a shit bucket and then I think
it'd be a pretty thin line after a couple days of that shit bucket.
It'd be hard. But see, wouldn't that guarantee myself a spot?
First in line, I would guess.
Could I walk the room? If I'm just there every 4 hours, dropping a dump into a bucket?
I don't. Like the longest I've ever waited.
And I have like a portable bidet, and I'm just like shooting water into my ass.
People are getting hit with like fucking deflected water, ass water. You're cleaning your ass out.
I get any Pokemon I'd want. Are you kidding me? Like fuck yeah.
Like when we waited in line in Comic-Con for those Lego figures, that was like 4 a.m. to like 9 a.m. Like 4 or 5 hours.
I can do that.
And that was rough. I could do it, but it wasn't fun.
We had to go to bed at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon the day before.
Yeah.
Just to wake up at like 2 in the morning and then get the fuck over there and be in line. And we met Rook Move as he was probably just got done working his wife over. A
couple knuckle sandwiches. But it's just... that was annoying. It wasn't impossible. It was just annoying.
But we made out. We
did it 3 days in a row.
So that's
which
great.
Sucked.
Great to make out. So okay, this worked because it was worth it. We flipped those things. We
didn't pay anything. They were free. And then They were basically, because right out of the gate they were like worth a couple $100. Like if you went around turn around and sold it that day, it was worth like $200 or $300.
Couple 300, yeah.
Now they're like over $1,000 each.
Those things cook.
Those minifigs.
I'm sure the Pokemon do too, but
But the Pokemon, you're dropping $100 for it right off the bat.
And if you how I'm trying to think of like how Andrea would castrate me if I had her go meet me and take over my shift so I could go take a shit every 4 hours, camping outside of a fucking GameStop, and all I got was like a $200 card. So I waited there for 4 days and just spent $100 to get $100. That's it. I did all this for $100 fucking dollars. And what was crazy too were just the Adonises of men who were there in line.
Oh, I'm sure it was just a murderer's row of abs and chiseled cheek lines.
One guy had like a bar hooked up and he was just doing chin-ups.
It was just repping them out.
Yeah, while chicks were just sucking his dick like 2 supermodels each. 3 girls for every guy, just blowing him. It was crazy.
Just a lineup of America's hottest.
Oh, that worth it for that, I guess. But no,
I'm trying to think. Like in my younger days, would I like nowadays? I'm like, well, no, nothing. I don't know what would be really worth waiting 4 days in line for.
Nothing. It would.
I can't imagine.
You know what it would be? Okay, it would be if, for me, I thought about it. I don't, dude. If because of the cost, I wouldn't. Because of the let's say some deity said, "Hey, Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl this year, but if you can see it live, but you have to camp out for 4 days, and you're still gonna have to drop like $5,000 for tickets." Well, no fucking way. I'll watch it on TV.
Yeah,
it's like but then really the only thing I honestly think, and Andre and I, we talked about it when I was leaving because I called him like, "You're not gonna believe this shit," and she was like, "Yeah, I would definitely help you with that. If like a new Switch comes out and there's an exclusive Legend of Zelda game for it, and there's only like maybe my GameStop is only getting like 8 copies of the collector's edition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to make sure I get one, I'd have to get there 4 days early, and it's like right before Christmas. You know it's going to be crazy. That's it. That's the only. But that would be like a $100 thing probably that I would just collect and keep and not flip. And I'm not looking to pay rent with this. I'm not looking to make a profit. I just want.
Right.
That would be it. I can't imagine anything like, even if I go back to being a little kid when the aerial bots first came out in Superion. I wouldn't have camped. Yeah. There's no way I would have camped. There's no fucking way. I would not have any interest in that. I would have not thought it would be cool. Like if you could put like 8 of my buddies with me and we're all there and we're each getting a copy, that might make it better.
Maybe the hangout would be worth it, but if it's just you by yourself for 4 days.
But even the hangout, you still have bathroom shifts. Like, where are you going to go fucking take a dump? Like, you sometimes got to shit or piss in the middle of the night. But are you going to get arrested?
I mean, like
nothing's open there. Like, it's, I was trying to, like.
If you could have got the Constructicons 2 weeks early.
I don't think it would have been worth it because you could just get it.
But as a kid, you don't think that. As an adult, you go, okay, I can just get that. Like, when I'd wait outside when they drop new albums at midnight on a Tuesday, I'm like, I could just come back tomorrow and get this album.
But I would do it because sometimes you get like the collector's edition. But even the midnight shit, Eddie, that's what? 45 minutes gone?
But they do that now. They didn't do the collector edition shit back then in the 80s and early 90s.
They had a few. Alice in
Chains. They had a few, but now everything is a fucking collector's
Everything's
edition.
collectors because they know how to get us. But like I would do the midnight thing because you would always go with friends. Like, a new Pantera's putting out a new album. Well, this music store is doing a midnight thing. Me and like 4 of my friends would go. It was fun, and maybe we wait 3 hours tops. You know, and you're hanging out with other metalheads. Somebody's playing music that they're probably playing the new album, so you're like enjoying it. This is I can't. I just don't. I don't know what Pokemon like. If it,
you'd have to be guaranteed that it's going to be worth 10 times what you paid for it.
A few grand. Yeah, a few grand. Okay, sure. If you're telling me there's like a 60% chance I'm getting a $10,000 card, yeah, I might. Might. But Eddie, I was just like, you gotta be out of your mind with this shit.
Well, dude, in the old, like when I first started doing comedy out here, like you would wait. If you wanted to be a regular at the Laugh Factory, you'd have to sit outside for the open mic. You had to get in line because they only took the first 20 at the door, right?
Yeah.
But you couldn't just show up there when the open mic list came out because you wouldn't get on. So what you do is you go camp out. You get out there like 8 or 9 in the morning and wait until 5 o'clock when the person came out and put the list up. And then if you're in line, you write your name on the list, and then you leave for an hour and you come back at 7 and do the open mic. So you'd sit there. I did that like 2 or 3 times
for
maybe.
A career. There is a career goal and end there. Whereas this is like you're just basically waiting 4 days for a fucking lottery ticket.
Yeah, but same thing with same thing with the Laugh Factory because you weren't sure if Jamie Masada was going to be there or not.
That's true. And
I guess 2 out of the 3 times I waited, he was not there.
And the other thing too is we didn't know back then you didn't need it.
No,
there's going to be a million different avenues for comedians to. So this is like this. I don't know what's sadder. The people on OnlyFans during the pandemic or the motherfuckers who just said, fuck it, I'll be Pokemon flippers. I'm going to be a Pokemon flipper. That's going to be my job during the pandemic. I don't even play this shit. I don't give a fuck about it. I'm just going to go flip these fucking things. That's it.
I just flipped my Magic the Gathering cards from Comic-Con.
The Monty Python ones or
the Monty Python ones? I forgot I had them. I forgot I had them listed on eBay. Completely forgot they were listed on eBay. What did they go for? I sold them for $289.
Nice. I still have mine. I might keep those. I don't know. You know what they did? Same idea. Fucking Marvel. They did a Storm and Wolverine set.
Oh, they did?
Yes. And apparently there's a Spider-Man Magic the Gathering set coming out. Fuck, dude.
But see, like, I have no attachment to Magic the Gathering at all. Like, it meant nothing. It was just paper to me.
I
bought them. Yeah. I bought them to flip them at Comic-Con, and I forgot I listed them. And then I got an email yesterday going, "Congratulations, you sold your Comic-Con cards." I'm like, "Oh fuck,
I gotta find these to mail them."
I did. I had to go to the garage and dig them out. I didn't know where they were.
I ain't mad at the Pokemon people. Good but the fans of it. But if you're a fan of Pokemon, this has to piss you off a little bit. If you play it, and then you can't even enjoy any new set now because you have to go wait in line with scalpers just to get something that you actually enjoy.
That's the issue with the collecting. What collecting has done to people who actually enjoy toys, the collecting industry. It's ruined the people that actually enjoy collecting things and having them.
That's us.
Because it's the people that want to buy them and turn them and sell them. Like I did it with the MTG cards, but like I don't know, like action figures or whatever.
We were there.
Yeah, I was there. I was there in
line. We didn't have to hunt anything down. We didn't have to go, and we're not. You weren't like.
I didn't wait in line and take it from somebody. It was you were Comic-Con and they were selling them, and I bought them and
if you were in line to get one, great. If you weren't, great. Like it's it. It's like this fucking shit though is like, I couldn't imagine being a fan of this and then going, oh well. I guess I can't play the new Pokemon set because all these 45-year-old fucking dickwads who, just this is their only way to pay rent now, right? This is how they make their child support payments is to hope.
Well, I basically when I was doing it at Comic-Con, I was buying those things to sell them to pay for the things I wanted to buy and keep. And
that's what hurt. That's what I did too, right? It's like, well, I can buy. That was the other thing. I remember I needed a new camera. And I didn't know. And Andre, I was like, well, fuck it. Why not just sell the Legos that you got? Use that to pay for that. Okay, great. Use that to pay for the figure you want. Yeah. That's what I do now is I'll just take a figure I have and I'll trade it for one I want at a store. Yeah. But these scalping, I can't. Dude, that's why I hope if I have a kid, they're not into Pokemon. Because it's like, well, you're not going to enjoy it. I don't know what to tell you. I'll buy you the video games, but we're not going to go card hunting with these fucking psychos who fucking camp out for, and they don't even give a fuck about it. They're just there so they can fucking flip it. These fucking twats.
What I'll do every once in a while, every morning I'll drop Colton off at school, and some mornings I'll go on Monday mornings I'll swing by the Target like 8 a.m.
Right.
Because they usually put their inventory out on Sunday night. For Target, so I'll go, and that's when the new figures are hanging up on the walls, right? That's when like you'll get the best selection of a new figure that comes out, and I'll go there, and like sometimes I'll see something, I'll grab it, if not, but then I'll go in there some mornings, and there's just these fucking like 40, 50-year-old slobby dudes that just take the whole rack of fucking figures.
Yes.
Like 17 Spider-Mans or 17 Professor X's, and then they walk up to the counter and they buy them all. I'm like, you're just gonna go fucking flip. You're just taking those away from someone.
Fucking assholes. I'm just gonna if I see that at a store, if I see a super value one at a store that's retail, I'm grabbing one for me, I'm grabbing one for you, and I'm letting everything else stay. I'm not going to like, this will pay my rent.
No, they'll fucking buy. They'll buy 5 or 10 or the whole fucking stack of them.
Jesus fucking Christ, go.
And now it's fucking insane.
And it's not going to be. You're not going to be balling off this. Like, this is not going to be enough money to make you fucking rich as fuck. You know, you're still
the fucking scalpers, man. It's just scalping. It's bullshit.
It's such. I do the worst. I think I told this story, but when the new Xbox, the Series X, came out, there was a guy in front of. So it was all gamers at this point, and for the most part, it was just rabid gamers. And the guy, it was back in North Hollywood, the Burbank, the Empire Center. GameStop, the guy called me and he goes, "Hey, we have one extra, right?
Yeah.
So we have the pre-orders are here. We got one extra." And he said, "Get here now." And luckily, Eddie, because they didn't reveal that they had one extra, I was the last guy in line and everyone else had pre-ordered. So I was going to get the extra. It was great. But one of the guys in the front of the line, and dude, if looks could kill, this guy would have been fucking ground beef. It was. He just goes, "Yeah, I have like bots set up. This is like my 5th one," and everyone was like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
Ugh, a piece of shit. It
was like, "Oh, you fucking pile of shit." It was maddening, and I can't stand that shit. I can't fucking. It's just, oh god, yeah. So
the guys that set up the bots are the fucking worst.
And at least you can't do that with the Pokemon shit. At least they got to make these motherfuckers.
They make you earn it. You got to sit out there and earn it.
Okay. But now the other thing, and I take it back where I said it must suck. It probably doesn't now. This is actually probably a golden age because of these twats. This is probably not a bad time to own a card shop, an independent card shop, because now if your kids want to play Magic, well, you don't have to put up with this shit. Instead, go online, find the deck you want to build, and it'll probably cost you $5 to go build it, right? At a card store that has every one of these. Fuck the booster packs. Just come and buy this, because the booster packs have now just become fuck it. I want to try to win the lottery. You know, these booster boxes and all that. It's just like I was just watching like these motherfuckers. I was just like, oh my god, like. Really, guys? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. When are you going to get pussy doing this? I know they don't care, but still, I would care a little bit. I'm trying to think that I ever, I've done the midnight releases for video games, but you're waiting in line an hour tops?
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. That's fine. Like, I remember.
Yeah, you can do that.
I remember
What else you going to do?
My slick move when the Xbox 360 came out. There was a lot. I was visiting my mom in Laredo, and there was a line at the Best Buy.
Okay.
It was a line started the night before of people camping out, right, to get the new Xbox. Yeah. And there was like maybe 15, 20 people, but it was probably growing to like 40. And there was no way of knowing how many Best Buy was going to get in, and so I just remember, and it was, Eddie. I feel like a collecting pioneer. I just went. I was thinking. I was just like 10 o'clock at night, and I drove past the Best Buy, and I'm like, "Fuck, it's packed." You know, like I ain't gonna wait in line. Even back then, you know, there's no cancer, but I'm like, who the fuck? I want to sit here. And what if I have to take a dump at fucking 2 a.m? That happens sometimes. I gotta fuck this. So I'm just thinking, well, I'll just wait for the restock. That was my thought. Yeah. And then, this is back in the day, I don't think there's many, if there's any left like this, but I drive past Walmart, and I'm like, wait a minute. Walmart's 24 hours. Wait a minute. And I walk up to Walmart. I park, it's like 10:45, and I park at Walmart, and I walk in, and I go to the electronics section. It's fucking dead. It's 10:45 at Walmart in the electronics section. And I finally go, hey, man, are you guys going to be selling the Xbox 360 tomorrow? And he goes, yeah, we got the pallet in the back. And I'm like, is 12:01 technically tomorrow? And he goes, yeah, it is. And I was like, all right. I just stood by the register. Can I just hang here until it comes out? He's like, yeah, man, no problem. I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking. Not only do I not have to wait in line, I don't have to wait until the morning. I just did fucking an hour and 10 minutes.
Did anybody else show up to wait?
Like eventually, like 4 other people kind of had the idea, and so it was just like 4. But I think at the end there's like maybe 7 people by midnight. We're all like high fiving, like, hey, we gamed it, baby. It was perfect. It was just hilarious. Oh man, that's why Walmarts need to be 24/7.
You should have bought an extra one and then driven by the people in the line and just fucking smashed it in front of them.
Broken.
Just fucking smashed it.
What do you think? I bet I could have gotten like $500 for it. To the people waiting in Best Buy. Hey, who wants to go home right now?
You can go home right now.
$700. You go home right fucking now.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait 9 more hours. You just go the fuck home right now.
Might be worth it. Extra $200 to fucking go home.
Just go home. Here you go. You get the fuck out of here. But yes, it was just this fucking line, dude. I was just like, man, these motherfuckers. So, I have my geek out real quick.
Okay.
Do you mind vamping? Like, I forgot to go get your gun.
Yeah, sure.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
As we have our geek out today.
Yeah, I might geek out while he's getting his geek out. I'm gonna geek out over a Build-A-Figure from one of the latest Marvel Legend waves that includes Nightcrawler from X-Force, X-Force Nightcrawler, X-Force Wolverine, or Extreme Wolverine, Gambit, Cyclops from X Factor. That's what my geek out is, a Build-A-Figure from one of these latest Marvel Legends waves that I finally got the final piece for.
It's
yesterday.
That robot, that kind of that dude in the suit thing, right? The weird like
fucking Nemesis.
Look
at that.
Is that Apocalypse's kid? I forgot.
I think so.
Look at this.
But it's a fucking gorgeous Build-A-Figure.
How nasty of a whore was he banging to split that out?
Dude.
Wait. Which figures are these? This is the X Factor Cyclops, right?
This is with X Factor Cyclops. It's got X-Force Nightcrawler, X-Force Wolverine, Gambit.
I've got to start finding these.
I've been picking up slowly at GameStop whenever they come in. It's got Marrow and
that's right. Okay.
Marvel's and Husk. And Fabian Cortez.
Ooh. Wow. I got to get
but
that
it's a
shit.
fucking dope ass. Like the Build-A-Figures. It's got flames in there.
Oh, man. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Have you thought of a tag team? That and Nemesis Enforcer.
Oh,
Nemesis Enforcer. Is that the unstoppable tag team?
Team Nemesis.
Man, well, Sergeant Slaughter probably squashes them, but
probably does. Well, you know, he already takes out Nemesis Enforcer.
He's
like,
not
that's
worried.
not even a problem.
And
not worried about Nemesis.
But again, you will go to your grave saying that he was looking past Slaughter Enforcer.
Yeah.
Had he had time?
I think he was just looking past him. He's like, this guy who does fake wrestling. I'm not worried about him.
Please.
I got this guy.
Got him. My geek out, that fucking Nemesis figure's cool. Let me see that thing again. Bring it, God.
It's gorgeous.
Follow us on the Ramble tube. Look at that. 5-star. Give us a 5-star rating, a positive text review. Subscribe to the Ramble. Follow us on our Ramble Tube YouTube page. You can see this gorgeous work of art. This is, God damn. You know what? If Da Vinci would shit himself if he saw this. He'd be like, I can't.
Da Vinci couldn't hold a candle to this. Fucking Sistine Chapel. What's this? Come on. What are you going to do, Da Vinci?
He
Come on.
Try to make a hang glider.
Come on. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here.
The fuck are you? Look at that. God damn. That is fucking stunning. I want to geek out, but this is not a sports podcast, Eddie. But I want to geek out over the Dallas Mavericks winning the NBA lottery.
We talk about everything, so you can geek out.
Something that has been rigged against the Mavs for decades was now rigged for them, I could see. And I'll take it. I don't care. Would you be mad if they rigged it for the Wizards to win the lottery? Would you be upset?
At this point, with the Wizards' history, no.
No.
At this point, they've earned it. At this point,
yes.
They had the Mavericks had a 1.2% chance of getting 1.8. The Wizards tanked on purpose all season. Had the second worst record in basketball.
14.5% chance.
Had a 14.5% chance.
Didn't even get the top 3.
Ended up with the 6th. Over the worst thing that could happen to them in this lottery happened to them.
That happened to the Mavericks every time in the 90s. The Mavericks should have won the NBA lottery at least 6 times in the 90s, right? And not only would they never win it, they would never move up. They would they would usually always fall out of the top 5. They would fall out of the top every fucking time. So I had to sit there for a decade almost and watch the futility. And then, okay, they got good. They didn't need the lottery. Wonderful. Yeah. And then they got Luka. Didn't win the lottery, but they got Luka with the 3rd pick. They trade him because, quite frankly, the man doesn't play defense. I hate to say it. Love the guy, but doesn't play defense, and he's going to cost you $350 million. So that's steep.
As a Mavs fan, as disheartened as you were when that trade went down, you're completely on the rebound now.
Not completely, because they could have gotten way more for him still, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm coping, and this has more than helped. And so here's the thing, though. I was watching ESPN that morning. Yeah. And I think of the Brian Windhorst guy. I believe I either misheard him or he misspoke. It was one of the two. And he said, I think I probably misheard him because he knows his shit. And he said, look for number 11. He was like, things to watch during the lottery. Okay. And one of them was, look at the 11th pick. If it's not Dallas, that means the Mavs have jumped into the top 4. And he goes, and after the year they've had, wouldn't that be interesting, right? If the Mavs somehow made it into the top 4. And I was like, yeah, that really would be. And then so I'm watching it, and I thought it was top 10. I thought it was, for whatever reason in my brain, I thought, look for the number 10 pick. So the number 11 pick goes to the Portland Trailblazers. And I'm like, okay. Oblivious, or Chicago, either the Bulls or the Blazers. I think I'm like, okay, whatever. And I'm like, this is it. Number 10's the one. And they're getting ready to open the 10th envelope. And one of the ESPN announcers, before they even open it, goes, now this means the Mavericks have jumped into the top 4. And I'm like, what already? Like, what? And so I'm like, oh, fuck it. Oh, I can't fucking believe this shit. They're in the top 4. Oh, my God, they're in the top 4. And then so they cut to commercial. It's the top 4. They go number 4, the Charlotte Hornets. And I'm like, holy shit, the Mavs are in the top 3.
Top 3.
The number 3 team will be the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm like, oh, God, we're top 2. And it was between Mavericks and the Spurs. And the Spurs always win. The Spurs, every time
Spurs always get the first overall pick.
They win the lottery. So I was like, well, shit, we're going to get the number 2 pick. With the number 2 pick, we'll go to the San Antonio Spurs. I'm like, oh, God. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't.
Did you shit talk Cody at all? Did you do any shit talking?
Nah, you know what? I felt that. Why bother? You know why, Eddie? Winners don't do that.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? There it is.
Winners don't talk shit.
A real gangster don't flex nuts because real gangsters know they got him.
They got him.
You know, there
exactly.
it is. That's what
they know they got him.
That's what that was. I was like, no, I'm not going to fucking shit talk. I'm not going to do it. Cool. Look at that. I mean, I just couldn't fucking. But now, I hate to admit this, but there probably was a conspiracy. I don't think the Mavs are behind it.
Do you honestly think it's rigged? Like, do you really think it's rigged?
No, but it's fun.
It's fun to think it.
It's fun to think about it. It's
fun to think that Silver goes, hey guys, you trade Luka to the Lakers,
give them a name. You give Luka to the Lakers so they can overcome losing LeBron and have a superstar. No, it's not rigged, but it's hilarious. It's hilarious to think about it. It's funny to I don't even believe that what's his face, David Stern, gave the Knicks Patrick Ewing. I don't believe that either. I don't believe that at all.
If you think about like the risk to it is so great for such a small reward.
And why would and this is no offense to the Cavaliers. I really don't mean it this way, but were they really bending over backwards to make sure LeBron gave Cleveland a franchise?
Yeah, why would they care?
Shit.
Why would they care?
If they're really rigging it, the Lakers or the Knicks win the lottery.
Lakers, Knicks, or Celtics get LeBron.
Anytime
if they're really
those 3 teams don't make the playoffs, they're going to win the lottery. If they're really rigging
it. If they're really rigging it.
There's no fucking...
Because what happens if it gets caught? If you get caught doing
you are
that,
fucked.
You've bankrupted who knows how many people because the lawsuits, and who knows and who's going to do jail time for rigging a lottery on a sports team.
They're all, and you look like a moron. They're all going down. Why would they twice in a row go, you know what? let's give the Orlando Magic a title run. Let's give them Shaq and Penny Hardaway.
That's worth my life.
Orlando. Yeah, that's worth me getting fucking taken out back by fucking betting mobsters. And no, there's no fucking way it's rigged. Funny to think about it. Funny to picture, but there's no fucking way.
It all fits together in the speculation of conspiracy, but yeah.
Minute games, sure, because it's been proven with the point shaving that the Mafia did with college basketball, but that's just a very specific. A lot of those people got busted, and they got fucked.
Yeah.
Look at Shoeless Joe Jackson. Yesterday, he was finally eligible to be in the Hall of Fame. He's been dead for 1,000 years, and now he can go in.
Now he can go in.
Now Pete Rose they can bury him with this fucking MAGA hat and stick that fucking rapist in the fucking this Charlie Me Too hustle. They can stick Charlie underage girl hustle into the hall now, because it's just like, fuck Pete Rose. He fucking lied about it every time too.
Yeah, no, Pete Rose is a piece of shit.
He fucking lied every fucking time.
Every fucking time he lied about it.
Okay, fine. You gonna put me in maybe? I bet on baseball. Like, I thought you were adamant that you didn't.
I thought you didn't do it. Piece of shit.
But this is my real geek out. So this is Eddie. I have to watch Andor. I have to tonight.
Yeah.
It's Tom Bissell, friend of the Ramble.
It's Bissell, friend of Orson Welles.
But look at this.
Oh, Doom.
The new Doom.
The Dark Ages.
It's in medieval times. Ooh. It's like a fucking.
What weapons do you have?
It's
crossbows?
Like these fucking, like rapid shooting crossbows and shit. I can't fucking wait. And in this game, which apparently you can't get, like the guy was like, these sell out the second they come in. I have one left for the Xbox. I'm like, let's go. I don't know what this means. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Supposedly it's a masterpiece. I can't wait.
All right.
But do they got to be cute with the name?
Claire
Obscure
Expedition 33.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Guys,
stop it.
Come on.
Stop it. Why are we doing this? 33? Just 33.
Just call it 33.
Tony Dorsett's
or Expedition. Expedition. 33, yeah.
Expedition 33.
You get a Tony Dorsett skin to play.
Tony Dorsett is a hit.
Or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, either one.
Tony Dorsett, Kareem, Scottie Pippen, any one of them can come and help you at any time. At any time. That would have been fucking. Who doesn't play that game?
Who doesn't? Who doesn't want Roger Craig coming in to save the day?
Roger Craig comes and helps.
With his high knees. Just kneeing everybody in the face.
Kareem's got to be the best 33 ever, right? Has to be Kareem.
I mean, if you look at the numbers, he's the best basketball player ever.
All time, number 2 point scorer, just an absolute stud. Yeah, I got to go. There's got to be a baseball 33, right? There's got to be.
A famous baseball 33?
Isn't there?
I'm sure there is. I'm just not as well versed in baseball as I am basketball and football.
I know. Let's see. We're gonna look up. Oh yeah, we're gonna see who. Frank Robinson, Eddie Murray,
the Big Hurt,
Piazza,
the Big Hurt. Oh, Piazza.
Tony Dorsett, Patrick Waugh.
Ewing.
So
Patrick Ewing was 33 too, wasn't he?
That's true. Yeah. So number 1, Kareem, of course. So. Yeah. Oh God, there's a big one. Oh God, Eddie Andor's not gonna forgive us. Our boy on Andor will never forgive us for number 2. Dude, Larry Bird was the greatest. Yeah, so Larry Bird.
Let me tell you, got 5 Larry Birds. You don't need any of those. Beep.
Larry Bird. They're giving Shaquille O'Neal number 3, even though he was only 33 for like Phoenix, I think. He wasn't 33 with the Lakers. He's 32.
He was 32. No, Magic was 32 at the Lakers. He was 20. No, wait. What was he with the Lakers?
Was Shaq
30,
always
34. He was 34. He was 34 at the Lakers. 32 with the
34.
Magic. 32 with the Magic, 34 with the Lakers.
Was he 33 with like the Phoenix when he was a Phoenix?
He must have been.
And then so Pippen's number 4. I think you got to go Pippen over Shaq, not as a basketball player.
Because Shaq didn't play with 33 that much, especially his glory days.
Just as a number 33. Then we have Frank Robinson, of course, from 56 to 76. I think that's a different one. You're thinking of you think Big Hurt's the guy on the dick pill commercial.
Yeah, that's not Frank. That's Frank.
No, Frank Robinson was the great Cincinnati Red.
Who's the Big Hurt with the dick pills that him and Doug Flutie bang each other?
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
it's like, and then he always ends every commercial by going Frank Thomas. He always ends
Frank
every commercial by going,
Thomas.
and she'll love it too. That
Right.
thing.
But he's got Doug Flutie blowing him at the same
Blood
time.
Doug Flutie.
Because Doug Flutie's
And he
with his
talks
MAGA
about how
hat
great
on.
MAGA is. Okay, so Patrick Ewing is number 6.
Yeah.
I don't know if I go here. Okay, let me ask you this. You tell
Okay.
me what's better. 11-time All-Star, NBA Rookie of the Year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Ewing. Number 7, they go Patrick Waugh. Patrick Waugh was a 6-time All-Star, however, 4-time Stanley Cup champion.
Patrick Waugh over Ewing.
I think
Roz
so.
one of the Roz, he's one of the all-time great goaltenders of all time.
Waugh's one of the all-time greatest.
Ewing is he a top 5 center of all time? I don't know.
Can't.
He's a top 5 center.
You can't put him over Kareem, Wilt, Bill Russell. You can't put him over Shaq. You can't put him over Olajuwon. That's 5 already.
That's 5 right there. I don't know Ewing's a top 5 center. But you could say he's a top 5 goalie of all time.
Ever. Eddie Murray is number 8. Tony Dorsett, number 9. Roger Craig, number 10. I have no problem with the bottom end of this. Although I think I would put Dorsett over Patrick Ewing too. I wouldn't put him over Patrick Waugh, but I'd put Dorsett over Patrick Ewing.
Eddie Murray, though, hit 500. Eddie Murray hit 500 home runs, didn't he?
504.
504. So he's got to be up there.
He also was a World Series champion.
Yeah.
So it's like him and Dorsett both have rings. I think that puts him over Ewing. I think after
Ewing was just more of a more people knew Ewing because one, it's basketball
and it's New York.
And it's New York.
So Frank Robinson had 2 World Series, so he has to be up there. Then I think you go Patrick Waugh, then Eddie Murray, then Tony Dorsett, then Roger Craig, where he wasn't as good of a runner, but he had 3 Super Bowls, right? Like, so then Roger Craig.
And Pippen goes over Ewing.
Oh, Pippen is over Ewing on this thing.
Yeah.
And then you have Earl Monroe, who was a 4-time All-Star and a champion for the Knicks. Then I think you go Ewing, and then I give you Grant Hill. I think that's. But Eddie, they have Alonzo Mourning at 13. Alonzo Mourning
I put Mourning over Grant Hill.
I put Mourning over Ewing.
And probably put Mourning over Ewing.
Dude, they have Vida Blue at 14. He's a fucking 3-time World Series champ.
I put Mourning over Ewing in even at Georgetown. They were both with the Georgetown.
Yep. Jose Canseco. Look at that. He's 18.
Bash brother. One half the Bash brothers.
Two championships. I mean, he really. Wow, 33. So anyway, should all these people be in this game? That's what I wonder. Like, should they all be there? But man, I'm just saying. So I can't wait. But see, I have to play Andor first, obviously.
Yeah, I gotta watch Andor. Yeah,
I gotta watch Andor, and then I'm gonna jump in on this, and then I'm gonna jump into these games, see how they are. I've started playing Grand Theft Auto 5 in anticipation of Part 6. Haven't finished it ever, so
yeah.
I think I only played. Did you watch Colton play a lot of it, right?
Yeah.
I think I went up to the point where you kill Mark Zuckerberg, which is pretty fucking funny, and then that's it though. So I got a lot of gaming to do, man. I got a lot of game.
Now should we hit up at Bissell and go, hey, with the way AI has come along, and some of these and the way they've been able to recreate, Grand Moff Tarkin and Rogue One, stuff like that. If it maybe has he thought about maybe doing a new Transformers film where we can AI Orson Welles' voice, and he could pen some new dialogue for Orson Welles.
I don't want to say this about my dear friend Tom Bissell, but if he has half a fucking brain,
I'm just bring back Unicron. We have the technology. We can make him bigger and stronger.
And Tom's a great writer. If anyone can channel Orson, he could do it.
He could do it. And you got AI can do the lines.
Here's the vibe, man. I mean, okay. What do you think is Shakespeare's most famous? Is it the To Be or Not to Be from Hamlet?
Probably, right? Or what is To Be or Not to Be? Yeah.
Okay, what's better? To Be or Not to Be, or I'll rip out your optics?
I mean, I don't think it's close.
I mean, okay. Do you really want to squash To Be or Not to Be? Do you really want to squash it?
Yeah, I do.
Come out, Autobot. We all must die sometime.
Come on. Put a 33 on that dialogue. It's at top of the list for 33s.
Oh, there it is. They make that number 33.
They put a 33 on the...
We're not even touching One Shall Stand, One Shall Fall. That is, that goes,
that transcends art.
That's another One Shall Stand. It's just, you can't even. You can't. I mean, I'm sorry, to be or not to be, okay?
Yeah.
When Hamlet is just having this moment of complete introspection, complete staring into the abyss, basically, right?
Yeah.
What's better? Oh, okay, let's go Macbeth. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow in walks his petty pace. Life is a tale told by an idiot filled with sound and fury, signifying nothing. That's fantastic. Great line, don't you think?
Beautiful line.
Is it better than Sweeps? Terminate him. Jeez.
I mean, one shall stand, one shall fall. That's the end, the beginning, the alpha, the omega. That's everything.
Right. That's it. I mean, and then Scourge, the huntsman. Wait, no, Scourge, the tracker, and his huntsman, the Sweeps. Do you already have goosebumps?
Already.
And guess what? He's not even done. Cyclonus, the warrior, and his armada. Okay, I got one. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Take the best line in Shakespeare, and then go, how dare you, Necron? Cybertron and all of its moons belong to me. But remember, we belong to him. Have a fucking seat. Have a seat.
Sit down, William.
Billy Shakes and Orson Welles. Well, not Orson Welles. He wrote that. But Billy Shakes did shit.
Billy Shakes, sit down.
He shit his pants when he heard that. But remember,
Bissell, listen up.
We belong to him. Man. Well, there we go. What a ramble, Eddie. You know where to find us. You know where to love us. Do all those things. We will be back Friday, maybe an Andor recap. If it's not, it's just we need time to catch up. And, but we'll get to it for Tuesday at the latest.
Yes.
Please subscribe to the Ramble, 5-star rating, positive text review. Thank you for all that. Also, you've heard Eddie and I talk politics. You've heard Eddie and I talk sports. There's a very real chance there's going to be a brand new podcast with Eddie and I and some friends where we talk politics. How crazy is that? So be on the lookout. We will keep you posted on when that starts. It will be starting sooner than later. So get ready for that. We love you all. Stay safe out there. Enjoy the music, everybody. Bye-bye now.
Boom.
Oof. Come on. So you like my idea of like, did somebody say cook? And then there's Dex.
I don't know I don't want it to end any other way now.
Like Andor's been shot in the gut and they think he's dying.
Right.
And there's no hope. And then
Dex comes in and jams his anal penis into the wound to heal it.
And he just does the E.T. Ouch. Ouch. And then Andor's like, I don't believe it. And then Dex is like, that's why you fail.
That's why you fail. Soup's up.